y'all, I'm Jackie, and I'm from Daphne, Alabama, and I'm going to talk to y'all about the second episode of Sweet Home Alabama that aired on CMT tonight. In this episode, we really got to see a lot of Devin's relationships with the guys developing, and a lot of the kind of country city interplay that's going on in the house with all the different guys living there. My favorite part of the episode was actually Devin's first date with Adam. It was so cute, and it was just such a simple, really sweet date. They went and they saw horses together, and then they just kind of sat on a pier and talked. And the more I get to know about Adam, the sweeter I think this boy is. He just was talking about his family and how he wants to be like his dad, and my heart was melting a little bit for him there. And Devin kind of mentioned that she sees a lot in common between them, and I totally see that too. I can definitely see them going a long way together, and just they seem to have the kind of same values and the same sweet temperament. So I really liked watching their date, and there was sparks flying, definitely, you could see them. And they actually had their first kiss, and it was the first kiss of the show. And it was especially interesting for me to watch because I actually had my first kiss in the whole wide world just a bit down that beach from that pier. So that kind of brought me back a little bit when I was watching it. And it's a beautiful place, and it really reminded me of how gorgeous that setting is. People definitely think of Alabama sometimes as just the redneck, the stereotypes that come out a lot. But Alabama is a gorgeous place, and I'm so grateful to have grown up there in such a beautiful, beautiful city and town. And I love being a citizen of Daphne, Alabama. So I've really enjoyed watching the show from that perspective too. Anyways, Devin went on a second date with Joey, who was a city guy. He's a city guy. And it was her first date ever, she said, with a city guy. So it was kind of fun to watch that and see. They don't have as much chemistry yet, but you can definitely see potential for something there. So yeah, I enjoyed watching their date. And what else was super important that happened this episode? Oh my gosh, y'all. There was tension when Joey got back, because there'd kind of been camps getting set up the whole show of, like, city guys over here, country guys over here, and just a lot of tension between the two groups. And Joey comes back from his date, and he's like the city guys are being, like, very, like, we're on, like, a city team, and, like, did you represent us well as, like, being from the city to Devin? And he kind of was like, well, I actually identify more with the country guys, which the city boys got riled up about it, and man, it was intense to watch. But the country guys were totally cool about it. They were like, yeah, they welcomed it in. It was really kind of interesting to watch and see the interplay between them all. But two guys ended up getting sent home. One of the city guys and one of the country guys. Devin sent home David, who's a city guy. Sorry, y'all, I'm tongue-tied tonight. She sent David home, and her sending David home didn't seem like a very emotional goodbye, and that's kind of exactly what she said, was that she saw him more as a friend, and she specifically mentioned that she'd love to keep him around just to goof around with him and have fun, but that she didn't really see anything, like, romantic developing, which I'm glad that she can see that and kind of figure out what's what with that. So that wasn't really a very intense goodbye, I guess, for David. But she also sent home Mike. And oh my gosh, that was intense to watch. Because Mike, he's got a really good head on his shoulders, and I didn't even see it till kind of his end of the show statement, or, like, I guess his goodbye statement. He's a great guy. When he got called up to talk to Devin at the end, he brought his guitar with him, which was definitely a smart move, because girls love guitars, me included. There's just something about a guy with a guitar. But he sang her a song just about her, just for her, and it was romantic. I definitely give him props for that, because that takes guts, and that's some major romantic points there. But yeah, and she ended up sending him home anyway after he pleaded his case, which was sad to watch, but if she wasn't feeling it, she wasn't feeling it, and you gotta give her respect for that. But the biggest thing that struck me about him was when he got back, he was talking to the guys, and he just said some really insightful things, and I especially think they were really relevant to this episode when there was a lot of just squabbling between the two sides of guys, because he was like, it's not about who's the best, it's we're here for Devin, I just want her to be happy, even as he was leaving, which is just, it's such a sweet thing to say, and I'm getting choked up about it because just the things he said were so insightful, and he had a lot of perspective, that I'm really glad that he gave to the guys, because I think it was important for them to hear. But yeah, I was kind of sad to see him go, honestly. He made a big impression on me after she had even sent him home, so I hope he finds happiness. But yeah, tonight's episode was great, and I'm really excited to see how things develop between Devin and some of the other guys, especially the city guys, because I've noticed maybe just a few more initial connections between her and country guys, but I think in the teaser reel for the next episode, they kind of show her getting more involved with the city guys, so I'm excited to see how those kind of relationships work out. And yeah, I can't wait for the next episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you a few hours after next Thursday. Yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.